Good evening. It is Sunday, March 25th, 2012, and I am filming the results of days 11 and 12, I think, of built-in aquarium build. The first thing I'm going to comment is, with any design and hobby you have, you make tons of changes. And so one of the changes that I finally decided that we're going to do is we're going to remove that shelf there, and we are going to remove that RODI unit and move it back to the laundry room so that we can have a seamless transition for this built-in look and have easier access to my top-off tank and my mixing tank. So that's all going to be removed. It will also allow me to move that light up higher. I'll put anchors in the ceiling and put it in a pulley system, so I'll be able to move the light up higher and provide greater access to the tank. So in doing that, a lot of what I've spent time doing the past 2 days is removing certain things and wiring so that I can have an Energy Bar 8 and some other components back in the laundry room and hook it to the apex so that I'm still able to utilize all the functionality for auto top off, etc. between the two rooms. The other thing that I've spent a lot of time doing is setting up 2 video monitor cameras. So as I mentioned, my build has been kind of delayed because I've been traveling and I've had colds, and so while traveling it would be nice to be able to view certain parts of my aquarium to see if I need to have my wonderful aquarium friend come and help me out if I have a problem. And so one camera I have temporarily set up here. I haven't decided the final location for this camera, but right now I have it set up here because I'm monitoring this anemone. This anemone keeps finding different places that he likes in this corner of the tank, and it's right below a Vortex pump. And so on 2 nights when the lights have gone out and he's decided to move, he has been sucked up into that pump. So I've had to put a foam cover over it, and I also have programmed through my Apex to turn the pump off when the lights are off. So I have 2 Vortex pumps, so it's okay, because I have the other one going at night, and this is just to protect this anemone. So this camera currently gives me views of this side of the aquarium. The second camera that I installed is down in the refugium, and so it is installed right there, and it allows me to monitor my refugium. And so let's go and look at the computer and see what these cameras will allow me to view. So the first camera I have pulled up is actually in my refugium right now, and I can rotate this camera from anywhere in the world and see, for instance here, I'm looking at the hookup to the actual tank to check and make sure I don't have any leaks there. I can also rotate it down to see right here. I can view what my water level is, and I'm going to add some additional markers so that I can see, but like right now I can see that my water level is good. Also, it's really cool because you can turn off the lights. If I go into my Apex controller and turn off my lights in the refugium, then when I scan over, I get a great view of my protein skimmer. So here I can see my protein skimmer, I can see the water going through it, and I can check the level to see whether or not it needs to be emptied, which would be great to know if I'm out of town and maybe I forgot or I need to check it. The other camera that I have set up right now, as you can see, is focused on this anemone, and this is the camera I'll probably end up moving because I haven't picked the perfect location. But during the day, it has great views of this side of the aquarium. It looks really cool. As you can see, I can rotate and see views of this part of the aquarium. So as I start to add more and more things, that will be really nice. The other thing that we have spent time, or my wonderful friend George has spent time doing, is working in the back laundry room to build shelves to place the aquarium that I'm going to use for my auto top off and the aquarium I'm going to use as a mixing tank. And so these shelves he has built this weekend, and they are going to be painted, and they will hold, on this shelf right here will be my top off tank. And I decided, the biggest thing is I decided to move the RODI and the top off tank back here because I want to add supplements to a top off tank and not directly to my refugium. And so this will provide better access to do that. And I can still, I'm going to plumb through the walls so that I'll be able to top off still directly into my main tank this way, but I'll be able to have all of my messy stuff back here. So on this shelf is going to be my top off tank. On either the shelf above it or to the side of it, depending on space, will be my salt mixing tank. This is the shelf for my chiller, and those are the in and out tubes for the chiller, and so it's actually already plumbed. I just have to hook up the chiller. He's also installed this utility sink. I had to remove the old one when I tiled the floor a year ago, and so we haven't found one, so George installed this, and it has this faucet that I'm going to hook, or he is going to hook for me, to a reservoir so that I'll have RODI water directly available through there and be able to house all of my aquarium stuff back here out of the way. So that is the end of these 2 days of work, and we hope at least maybe this week or next weekend sometime soon to be able to have the RODI unit here and the chiller back here as well. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.